Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of the Selling North Georgia podcast. I'm Corey Shields.
And I'm Boomer Bates.
And today we are here with Mr. Preston Bivens, the owner of Peak Fitness in Dalton, Georgia. Preston, how's it going?
Hey, it's going great. I always like to say it's going better than I deserve, for sure.
Optimism.
Just happy to be here.
Well, thank you for coming in with us today. I know you own the gym.
Yes, sir.
I know you do a little bit in flooring sales as well. Your family owns
Bravo Carpet.
Bravo Carpet.
Yeah.
So how'd you get into that? How'd that come about?
Well, again, it's a family business. And Dad started it in 1978. And as the story goes, Dad came here from a small town in Tennessee, Tellico Plains, and went to work at these carpet mills, kind of learned the ropes of the carpet business, and ended up going out on his own, him and another guy that he worked with at the mill. And within the first year, Dad bought out his partner. And, this Bravo Carpet was born then. And, I grew up, helping Dad around the carpet shop, taking a ride on the Hyster. And, that's back when riding the Hyster was fun. It wasn't a job, It was cool riding with Dad on the Hyster. But, by the time I was 12, I was selling carpet, could load trucks on my own. And then once I graduated from high school, went to work for my dad. I got married in high school, had a son on the way.
Oh, wow.
So, stayed married for 4 years and had a beautiful son named Zach. Then I was single for 14. Met my wife I'm married to now on a blind date.
Nice. It worked out.
It worked out.
They rarely do.
I have to give God the glory because, man, for 14 years, my lifestyle was kind of crazy. I'll just leave it there. But when I married Laura, I kind of went back to my roots. Like most people in the Bible Belt, raised in church. But I started taking all that stuff to heart and decided to give my life 100% to Jesus Christ. And still married to Laura to this day, and we have 4 kids of our own. So. Got 5 children and 1 grandchild.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you still involved with the family business?
Yes, still am. Yep, still there. My dad is too, though. I mean, he's
Nice.
He's 77 years old, and he's there just about every day. Of course, I kind of manage it, at this point. Of course, Dad's still in control of the money. He's a very conservative businessman. And so hopefully I've learned some lessons from that.
That's important.
Try to be a little more frugal. That's very important. And he actually, helped me get started in some rental business, and then, ultimately, Peak Fitness.
Yeah, let's go in the direction of the rental business. So flooring is somewhat related to what we do here in real estate.
Sure.
How did you get into that, and what's that story look like?
Well, being in sales and flooring, a lot of guys that would come in the shop owned rental property. And as I started to get in my late 20s, there would be some young guys come in buying flooring for all this rental property they owned. So, as a customer, I would befriend them and get some advice.
Yeah.
And back in the day, there was a program by Carlton Sheets. I won't tell my age here. No money down. How to get into property, no money down.
Yeah.
And some of these guys that were my customers, I was talking to them about how do you get into no money down. And one of the guys he gave me a couple books to read, and he said, if you want to get started in rental property, read these books and get started. And that's what I did. I started looking in the newspaper, found a
for sale by owner.
Which, no offense, I know you guys are realtors.
We don't use those 4-letter words.
There's gold everywhere.
Yeah, but behind the scenes, it was actually listed. But the guy I bought it from took it on himself to also run it in the newspaper. Bought that property. It was a combination property, a couple houses, 4 trailers, a duplex. Bought that, and in buying that, the gentleman that I bought it from is Mark Stanley, who is my business partner. So once Mark and I met through that deal, I went to the next deal, and I'd found a property that was fixing to be condemned by the city. It was 2 old houses that had been turned to a duplex and a triplex, but they were vacant. They were fixing to be condemned. Went to the city, asked them what it would take to get it inhabitable. They give me a list of things that I could do. I'd never done anything like that. Mark, the guy I had just bought my first property from, so I called him and told him what I could buy this property for. And he was like, "You can buy that property for what?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I may bid against you on that." And I'm like, "Rookie mistake, man, rookie mistake." And I'm like, "Don't do that. Let's just go look at it together." So we did. That was in 2001, right before 9/11. We bought the property, fixed it up, got it rented, flipped it, made some very good money, and we became business partners, and the rest is history, so to speak.
How did you end up? So we start off with flooring, then we're talking about real estate. How do you start going into the direction of a gym? Where'd that come from?
Well, in high school, I was a very thin guy, I'll say.
Same.
My nickname was Beanpole. And of course, I didn't really like that. And so there was a gentleman that came in the carpet shop one summer between my junior and senior year. And this guy was jacked. I mean, he was buff. And I kind of told him my story. And man, how did you get so pumped up? And he just kind of took me under his wings, and he wrote out a diet, he wrote out a workout plan, and I had a little Sears and Roebuck weight bench at home.
Yeah.
Most people did back then. And dude, I hit it. I mean, I hit that diet, I hit the weights, and that summer, I probably put on 10 or 15 pounds, and my arms grew really quick. I had good genetics for arm growth.
Nice.
And so, senior year, I go back, and people's like, "Whoa, what's happened to Beanpole?"
Yeah, what happened to Beanpole?
What happened to Beanpole? And, of course, the girls is like, "Whoa." So, that motivated me even further. I just had a love for working out from that point forward. It's just, it's a stress relief. Mm-hmm. It's a way to get away from the world and problems and troubles. And I just enjoyed being in the gym. I just loved the clang of the weights and the feel of the bar in my hands, and just the social aspect of the gym.
Yeah.
You already have something in common with the folks that are there. Mm-hmm. They're trying to build muscle, lose weight, get over a sickness or whatever. We started driving to Calhoun to work out at a facility there, and I loved it. I joined down there, and I drove for a couple years to Calhoun to work out. And more people from Dalton was showing up down there. So then the idea was born. A gym in Dalton, like this, is needed.
Saw an opportunity.
It was an opportunity.
Yeah.
We were in property and real estate, and so we bought the 2 acres over there at Hammond Creek back in about 05, 06, and built that building and put Peak Fitness in there.
Seems like it's been there longer than that. It just seems like it's one of those been there for a long time, which it's been 14 years. But
Yeah.
I think back to 06 and 07 and 08. And I'm like, it was there before then.
Yeah.
I guess it was.
Yeah, and we were battling the recession at that time. All those plans were in the work, and then the crash, and of course,
and that's a luxury. It's not something people have to spend money on.
That's exactly right.
So
yeah.
You must have been running a good business to survive that.
Well, we try to.
Yeah.
And if I was going to do a fitness center, I wanted it to be the best.
Yeah, for sure.
I want it to be something that the people of Dalton would be proud of. Maybe something that we didn't have at that time.
Yeah, there was a lot of gyms in Dalton in the early 2000s that aren't around anymore.
Right.
They weren't there for more than 12 or 14 months usually.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
That still happens. Even the past few years, they just kind of come and go.
Yeah.
Well, according to the SBA, the restaurant business is the most risky business you can get into, and fitness is second.
Wow.
So it was a risk, and that's why I knew if we did it, we had to do it right. Mm-hmm. And the fact that people were driving to Calhoun, and they were excited about the idea I had too. So I thought, hey, let's just go for it. Let's do it. With the thought, hey, I'm in property anyway, and my dad's in commercial real estate.
Okay.
He's got a lot of commercial buildings around town, and I thought, well, I hope the gym pays for this building and the property. If it didn't, we could repurpose the building.
For sure.
So, but hey, thankfully the gym's has paid its way and we've done well.
Yeah. Let's go back to, you mentioned it being ranked number 2 as the most risky business endeavor. So sounds like you've had quite a few, different paths that you've taken in terms of entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. What, I guess, challenges with fitness are not existent in the other things that you've done? Like, what is unique about that challenge?
Oh man, the gym business is very customer service based, and you've got hundreds of opinions about how things should be done.
I don't look like I go to the gym because I don't, but used to. I used to go to Pete.
You look like the world's strongest man or something, powerlifting.
There you go.
Then you bench like 500 pounds?
Yeah. It just takes like 7 or 8 reps to get that.
Right. So 100 pounds a rep.
Yeah. That was always, the staff was so great whenever I did have time to go. It was awesome going down there because they were so helpful and excited to be there. It made a difference.
Right. Well, we've been fortunate, and I mean, we seek those kind of people, of course, to be, friendly and have a smile on their face, let our customers know that we appreciate them being there. Because one thing I've learned, people won't get real emotionally attached to your equipment that you have, but they will the people and how they're treated. Mm-hmm. If we make people feel welcome, if they go that extra mile, if they listen to complaints or compliments and want to do something about it, man, that makes a world of difference in the fitness business and any business.
Yeah, sure.
We got to let people know that we're excited that they're there and how can we help them.
Yeah, and we mentioned how gyms seem to kind of come and go around here.
Yeah.
And other than excellent staff, do you feel like Peak is doing something or offering something that maybe the competitors are not?
One thing we do strive for as well is cleanliness, and that's tough in a gym. Mm-hmm. And it's been very tough the last year and a half with the pandemic. And we've tried to go that extra mile. Antibacterial wipes everywhere. We spray the equipment down, at least once a day. It's just it's a never-ending job trying to keep the facility clean. And people appreciate that. And we're quick. I mean, I'm not saying we do it perfect. So when we don't and someone lets us know, and that's something that I'm okay with. I tell people all the time, let me know if there's something wrong in here. I want to know about it. If I don't know about it, I can't fix it. I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be mad. I'd be more upset if you didn't tell me. Mm-hmm. We just try to keep it very clean. You're a member there. Boomer's been in there. We've got lots of space in there too. I've worked out at gyms before and it just seems very crowded. We did those high peak ceilings in there. So it's very airy. It don't feel like, we can be packed in there, but it doesn't feel that packed because there's so much space. And hey, I'm always going to give credit to God, Jesus Christ. He's blessed us over there. You're a member there. I play Christian music in there. That was a battle for a while, the music and, you've got lyrics that are terrible and people would be upset. And so I just finally settled on just playing Christian music. I don't have to worry about the lyrics. I don't have to worry about there being a negative message or it offending someone. So we do that. We put Bible verses up. We have shirts sometimes that have Bible verses on there. I just truly believe this is kind of my life's motto. If we work hard, treat people right, and give God the glory, we will not lose. The Bible tells us his people will not lose. So
sounds about right to me.
That's where my faith
I'll stand behind
that.
So is there anything that might be coming up in the future for Peak that you might be able to talk about?
Yeah, actually, we got some big things going right now. Yeah. We do, yeah. We just bought a big truss system. It's like a big rig. It's almost like a massive monkey bar set, if you will. Okay. But it's in our group room, and we're going to be offering some bungee classes.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. We partnered with a company called Studio Bungee, and she is going to bring bungee classes to Peak Fitness. And also it opens the door to do some TRX type training, where you use the straps, to do your push-ups, pull-ups. We can hang punching bags from this rig. So it's pretty big.
You say bungee class?
Bungee.
Did I hear that?
Yes.
So what does that look like? I'm not even sure what that is.
Well, you strap on, you get on top of the rig, jump off, and hopefully the bungee stops you before you hit the. No,
okay. Yeah. I'm sure. Sounds about right.
It's just it's a strap with a harness, kind of a bungee strap, and you just harness the folks up, and it's very low impact. I mean, it'll help people that's got joint problems.
Okay.
Maybe they're overweight, but it'll help them do like body weight squats. It just makes them more mobile. They can even drop down and do push-ups, and it kind of assists you with that bungee. And I'm just learning about this. This studio bungee, like I said, is bringing all this, and she's going to certify a lot of our trainers. And I have to, give a shout out to them too. I mean, we've been blessed with very good staff, we mentioned, but also personal trainers. I mean, they're very knowledgeable. A lot of our guys are, competitive bodybuilders, and they've won shows. So they know their stuff. If people will come in and they'll listen to them on their diet and their workout, they will change the way you look and feel. They really can.
So as I'm working out, I'm seeing a lot of these 24/7 coming soon. Has that happened yet?
Yes, it has, finally. It was a long time coming. And we had a lot of questions about if and when, because we did post it. And in hindsight, we posted it way too early because there was a lot more to it than I realized. But yes, the answer now is yes. I can say we are 24/7. And it's been great for us. There's a demand for that. That's kind of one of the new things.
Is there a lot of people that use that?
There are some.
Okay.
And I expect it to grow the longer we have been 24/7. But it's almost now in the fitness business, that's just another amenity that you have to offer to be competitive. Because someone comes in to join and you tell them it's 24/7, in their mind they're thinking, okay, one night I can't sleep, at 3 a.m. I'm going to come in and work out. Whether they will or they won't, I don't know. But it's the freedom of knowing that they can.
Right.
They can set their own schedule. It's not based on hours. And it's been good. I mean, we've got a lot of positive feedback. People are excited about it. So yeah, we are 24/7. So hey, 3 a.m. you can't sleep, Corey, come on down, man.
Boomer, you'll be there, right?
Yeah, man.
3 a.m.
Yeah, just shoot me a text.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. But yeah, it's been all good. So, the 24/7 coming. We got the rig I mentioned. We've got some new equipment coming. Hopefully it'll be here around the new year. So yeah, I mean, Peak's making some changes. But that's the type of business a fitness center is. I mean, you've got to be growing and changing and meeting the demands of your clients. And, we just want to stay on that, the leading edge of what our competition is doing. So yeah, come visit.
I will visit.
Yeah.
Probably in about 4 hours.
I need to. So is there any plans for expansion, more locations of Peak Fitness, so we can bring that to the rest of Georgia and the world? Or
that thought has crossed my mind.
You want to be the next Larry Gurney? Or
well, I don't know if I'll do a Larry. That Rush Fitness machine was something else.
That was something
when
else.
He marched across the country. But hey, maybe a Peak Fitness North or something. I've thought about. I live on the north end of town, and I've had some folks say, a gym up closer to this area would be nice. But I don't know. I can't say yes or no to that. I can say yes, I have thought about it.
Cool. We'll take that.
Yes.
Fair enough. But awesome. On that note, we'll go ahead and wrap this thing up. Sounds like some awesome stuff coming up with Peak. It's an awesome gym. I'm glad it's around.
Sir, thank you.
Thank you so much, Preston, for coming in with us today.
Yeah, my pleasure.
As for you guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week. Again, I'm Corey Shields.
And I'm Boomer Bates.
See ya.
Thanks.